Okay, first of all, very good evening and thank you so much for connecting with me.
Thank you so much, you too. As you know, this is our first meeting, so I would love to know about yourself.
Okay, definitely. Again, thank you so much. And myself, Ranjeet Singh. I belong from Rajasthan and I am a government servant. Right now, I am posted in J&K. And about my qualification, I have done post graduation in English literature. About my hobbies, I love to sing song and listen song. And apart from all these things, I am improving my English as well. I am working on that gradually. I am not consistent on my this type of journey, and I am YouTuber as well. But I think for 4 or 5 months, I did not upload any video over there because after 3 or 4 months, I am doing video conversation. Otherwise, audio conversation I do because for video conversation I don't get much time or suitable time we can say for audio conversation. That's why. That's all about me. May I know about you as well?
Yes, of course. My name is Sandhya Tiwari, and I'm situated in Maharashtra. I'm connecting to you from Bombay, but originally I am from Uttar Pradesh. Earlier I was a teacher, but now I am completely homemaker. And these days, only my favorite hobby is learning this language. So that's why I'm here. So whatever time I get, I always try to stick with the English content. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
that's yeah.
that's really great. And you told that earlier you were teacher. So you were a government teacher or private teacher?
Private teacher.
Then why did you leave teaching now?
Yes, my elder son was in 10th, so he needed some guidance. That's why I quit the job. Yeah.
Okay, and why do you want to improve your spoken English? Because nowadays you told that you are totally homemaker and you are not expecting to join any teaching job in future. So why do you want to improve this?
First of all, sir, this is my dream from childhood. I was
Yeah.
very passionate learn this language since my childhood, but I didn't get chance. And when my elder son got admission in junior KG, and I was in the queue for PTM, that day I realized I need learn this language and for my children's study. And these days, if you talk about learning this language, so it is mandatory for everyone. Even a small society, any maintenance bill, light bill, or any doctor prescription, yeah, you go anywhere. Everywhere English is need these days. So for that reason, I want to enjoy in future with my whole family. And second reason, I want to help needy people, like in slums areas, children, to provide them facility online and offline, whatever it would be possible. That was my dream from a long time. But maybe after some time, I will start that. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And I have listened these things from every, we can say the talker with whom I have conversation that English language is becoming global language. It's important to everywhere. In each and everywhere, the conversation happens in English only. So, what's your opinion about that? We are living in a nation where the Hindi is national language, and we are going, we can say, towards Western culture because the English language came from Britain because British have ruled here in our country, and English is because of those Britishers in our country. So
Yes.
we all people are going in wrong way towards English, or we should adapt Hindi. We should go much more towards Hindi language. What's your opinion about those both language?
It's very, very good question, and would love to know answer this question. So, sir, our mother tongue. First, our language is our mother tongue. Second is our national language is a Hindi, and I am very proud of be an Indian and a Hindi language. But if you talk about our future, so these days, foreign country almost in India, an Indian company settled in the foreign country. So for better communication with those people, English is mandatory. If we live in our state, our mother tongue and Hindi and in our India, it is enough. But for working purpose, communicate out of country's people. This is mandatory, and that's why it is very crucial for everyone to learn this language. It doesn't mean we are adopting others' culture. That is a different thing. If we want to spread our own culture, we can. If we consider that and we proud on our culture, Indian culture is very, very good culture and very not 2 days. If you go long back, that our culture is we can say that it's traditional as well as scientific also. Our yoga,
Yeah.
our food habit, our each and every ritual has very significant role for health and our nation, our pollution, our air for air. So people started forgetting all that. But after learning this language and before learning this language, we must follow our tradition. Inside, we always be Indian and stay like Indian. But yes, for complete with those people, foreign country people, we need to learn this language for our future betterment. That only that one point I want to say for our future betterment, we need to learn this language. Otherwise, India is a super. Nobody, no anyone can, any country can compete with India in traditional things and scientific and our rituals.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly, absolutely. You answered it very well, and you elaborate it very well in a good way. And
is
you
the
are talking
yes,
that to connect with other, we can say other countries' persons, English is needed. But let's see the example of China. China is not enforcing the English language on their citizens, and China's economy is also growing very much. We can expect that China's economy, I think, on it's on second or third position in all over the world. But China is growing very well, and China is having so much multinational companies over there. China is also doing these things. And one more thing I want to ask you that by adapting the English language,
sir.
yeah,
I want
yes,
to say,
yes,
uh, China, Chinese product in India, it is popular and look, people use that. But Chinese company is not there in India. Export and import, it is easy. For we can communicate with our body language and by a little bit of broken English. But if they want to settle any company in India, they also need learn the Hindi and English both languages. Yeah,
yes.
and
One more question. One more thing is happening in our country because I judge this. Uh, Suppose that I belong from Rajasthan, and I keep my children with me in a particular in any town or any city. Suppose that I am living in Jaipur, and my children didn't know about our regional language. That means Rajasthani language. They don't know. And we are not enforcing them to learn about Rajasthani language. We are learning them Hindi, and after that we are enforcing them to learn about spoken English as well. We are living this our regional language, regional culture behind all those things. We are and our culture and our society become like this to learn the English language. If anyone is learning English language, that person is supposed to be a higher category person. If anyone is learning English language, if anyone is talking in English language in our society, that person is known as a higher level person by another person who are living in a village. Suppose that I am talking with you in English language, and I have gone in my village, and at my village I am talking to anyone on phone call in English language. At that time those person will think about with that person has grown so much, he is having high reputation like this, because to English language we are connecting with reputation. The person who knows about the English language, who is known as a reputed person, and he is known as a knowledgeable person. It's happening, but it can happen with Hindi also.
Yes, but in India, rural areas, people understand like that, but maybe gradually it is spreading. People now they understand that is only a language, that is not a sign and a proof of intelligence. And this is our big mistake. Why? Because if we use our mother tongue in our home with our children, automatically they grab that. At the same time, they can learn 3 and 4 languages because children's mind is very sharp in childhood. While listening others, they adopt Hindi. While playing with the peer groups, and they adopt English while playing question and answer and speaking with their teachers. Once they can understand and they study in English medium, so it is very easy for them to adopt that language. If they feel they need little bit polishing their language, they are not speak very flawlessly, effortlessly. They can polish easily. And Hindi in our society, almost in India, people use Hindi language, and in our family, all relatives and every family members use our mother tongue. They can use learn easily. So 3 language and 1 language, our state language. In any state, if you live here, I live in Maharashtra. I never learned that language separately, but while listening the people, because it is very easy for me to learn Maharashtrian language. All the time, ladies or friend circle, they gossip something because these days in Maharashtra, Ganpati is festival is going on,
Yeah.
but I am able to sing their artis in Maharashtrian language, Marathi.
Yes, yes.
I never learned that.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I have seen in so many families that the parents to talk to their children in only English language. They think that if they will talk with children in the regional language or Hindi language, then they will forget about English language. They connect with their children only in English language. They should also let them learn about their regional language, Hindi language as well. But they are not doing these things. I have seen these type of things in so many families. It happens.
yes, you are. I'm completely agree with that point, but it is our mistake. If we give our children freedom and they are studying in English medium, they live in a society, they live in our family, because I have seen that thing. Here, there was my neighbor. He has twins, baby boys, And at her home, her parents always speak in Hindi, English. They we always interact with those children in Hindi. Her grandma used Konkan Maharashtrian, and their grandpa was Maharashtrian.
Yeah.
So that those children, both children spoke very well these four languages at the same time. And I got surprised. And that
Wow.
realized that it is necessary to let our children speak all those languages, whatever they want. Because her grandma was not able to speak Hindi and English. Konkan language she uses.
Konkan, I know. I think it speaks in Goa area. I think near to Goa or in
Yes.
border to Maharashtra. I think.
So those boys never they had been in school. They were small kids, like 4 and 3 and 4 years. 4 years and 3 years child, if at the same time they can learn by only by listening and interacting with the people, four languages, that is amazing. So we should, I realize that and send your school children to English medium school. So anyhow, it obvious they can adopt that language because 10 years they're only running behind that language. So it is very natural thing. So we should let them learn all those languages. Not need to force and not need to make a symbol. Like we all the time, as you mentioned, we force our children to learn English language. That is not symbol of intelligence. Intelligence, if you talk about our mother tongue, where you born and brought up and almost time we spend with our family closely. So our blood relation affect us somewhere. You know, our teacher reflect on our children. Peer groups also reflect. So overall, whatever our children want to learn, they learn. But you don't force them only you particular choose one subject and one language. That is wrong.
Yes, yes, exactly. You are absolutely correct. The
Exception.
overall thing is that first we have to learn our children our regional language. Then after we should go with Hindi language because that is also our national language. And after that we should go with English language because it connects each and everyone with all over the people who belongs from southern part of our country, maybe from eastern part of our country, maybe from other country. So it connects to
State
each other.
language, yeah, state language wherever they are living. Gradually they adopt that language and it is necessary. So need to force them automatically they catch these four languages, mother tongue, Hindi, and English as well, and state language. Yes,
Okay, okay. Nowadays we are sending our people in English medium school, and they learn English language very early because they are having blank mind and they adapt and they get a particular language in very short span of time. But the people who studied in Hindi medium school and he never speak in English language, so what is the shortcut to those type of people? They can learn easily spoken English in short span of time in a short way. What is the shortcut if you know about it?
yes, of course. It is again very, very great question. So, sir, if we send our children in Hindi medium school, first you motivate them to be strong in your own language, Hindi language, because you are studying in Hindi medium, so you have great command on that language. And gradually in every school, because earlier we don't have idea, but these days everyone knows that both languages is equally important. So first you be master in your whatever language you are studying first, and as well we need to take our English language as not as a subject. We need to communicate. So personally, if they are eager to learn that language, equally they can learn. English is only a spoken and communication route. You know,
Yes.
so that if child read and write in proper way and they focus as well for spoken part, easily they can adopt. Not need to force separately for that. But if anybody is learn that language and study in Hindi medium, they need master in that language because Hindi is not a easy language. Very, very tough language. If you learn Sanskrit, you learn and you try to be master in that language because you can make a unique way and you can prove yourself. And proudly you can say, yes, I am Hindi medium student and now I have great command. If anybody challenges me, I can complete with that person in my language. So if
Yes,
we
exactly.
have courage, so English and Hindi, they doesn't matter, but for communication, again, I say that for only communication at the same time, medium is not like seamless thing. We study in any medium, but we need to proper study. You know, if proper way we study, we gain confidence and we can complete with anybody. But English is also mandatory only for communication because
Yes, exactly.
just consider that as you mentioned, ki the person who speak in English very well, uh, people consider that person is a very intelligent person, very reputed person, but it's not true. It's completely wrong. Any medium doesn't consider that anybody is a very intelligent person. Our real nature,
Yes,
the
exactly.
God, that is the real symbol for our intelligence.
Yes, exactly. While learning the spoken English, we should not forget that we should connect with our culture, with our tradition, with our, we can say, the uh, whatever we are celebrating, like festivals we are celebrating, we should not forget all the rituals we do in our forefathers. We should be connect with our, we can say, we should be connect with our uh, village, we can village मिट्टी के साथ connect हो रहना ही चाहिए हमको. I
Down to
want to say
yeah,
that thing.
down to
Yeah,
earth. To
English should be a language for communication with another person with whom we cannot connect in our regional language, in Hindi language. That should only be the aim to learn about the spoken English. Otherwise, if we will forget and we will let our children forget about our culture, tradition, and everything about the rituals we do in our village area, then that will be not good to learn the English language. So we should be connect with our everything which got from our forefathers.
yes. First, we learn our culture. English is a piece of cake for these days children. It's uh, not easy for us. Why? Because that time our parents were not aware that much and English was not mandatory that time. That's the reason.
Exactly.
Otherwise, if we English was in trained in our childhood, we are also master in this language. But that time
Exactly.
we was not in trained. But in 20 years, world has changed. India has changed rapidly, very fast, and now it's very mandatory to learn this language for only communication skill, for communication purpose. And I don't think that is more than that. Yeah.
I think it is more important to get any job. Spoken English is very mandatory to get any job in any good company or any reputed job. If you want to get spoken English is necessary. If you want to do a job in, suppose that in a hotel, you need to speak fluent English. And every one who is employee is searching a good, every employer is searching a good employees who can speak fluent English to communicate with their customer who belong from the other part of our country. They can not communicate in Hindi language, and they belong from other country as well. So it is
Yes,
mandatory.
each and every jobs need these days even driver. If you talk, so people travel these days one state to another state, one country to another country. So for the trip purpose, they need to know that language, how they communicate with the foreigners. You know,
I have seen it in Goa. It happens in Goa. I have seen some auto wala, some cab drivers, some shopkeepers also. They speak fluent in English in Goa, because in Goa so many tourists come from another countries. So that's why they know about it, and they communicate in a better way with those type of customers who belong from other countries. It happens.
so sir, it's a time to wind up.
Okay, thank you so much. It's very nice conversation with you.
Yes, again, thanks to you also because for having me here. And overall, it was nice conversation with you. I really enjoyed this session, and I like the way you raised the questions. Very good questions, actually.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much again. Bye bye.
Well, well, sir.